Today we're going to be going over some great speed drills to help wide receivers get faster. We're going to be giving you the exact sets and reps to do for each one of these drills and a video example of each drill. Now when you watch fellas like any NFL wide receiver, any NFL running back, DB, players that have some speed on the field, whenever they run, their heel generally does not cave down and hit the ground. When you're making a cut, that's a different story, but when they're running with the ball, they have very, I guess you could say, stable ankles and good foot strike. Where their foot is striking on the ground is the ball of their foot. They're on their tippy toe, it's the ball of their foot, and their heel is staying slightly off the ground. So this is going to be a great first drill of this workout to help you develop that great common foot strike. So I call this a straight-legged run. So you need about a 10-yard space, you guys, and we're going to be doing 3 sets of 10 yards. So you're just going to be here. Now your legs are going to be straight. You're going to have a slight lean forward with your chest above your waist, or I guess you could say ahead of your waist, and you're just going to be trying to get as many reps in as possible. Hands, feet working as fast as we possibly can, but you're not letting your knees bend. Because if you're on your heels and you're trying to do a straight-legged run, physically can't do it. You have to be on the ball of your foot when you are performing this drill, and that's why we do this. So again, 3 sets of 10 yards. I'm gonna show you how this should look full speed. Before we get to that full speed example, fellas, and the rest of these drills, if you are a wide receiver or a quarterback and you would like to train with myself and my staff of coaches this off season, we are gonna be traveling out to 15 different locations across the entire US for 2-day long QB and wide receiver training camps. So guys, check out that very first link in the description below if you'd like some more information on how you can sign up, what we'll be doing, and the states that we are going to. We're going to be coming out to San Francisco, California, Orlando, Florida. Both of those camps are completely sold out, and the rest of these camps that I'm about to list you guys will sell out. We limit spots for all of our camps. We only take a certain amount of kids so I can work with each athlete individually, and we have the time to do it. It's 2 days long, it's 4 hours each day, but we don't want 300 people there because nobody's going to get quality reps. So we limit spots, so make sure you take advantage of these next 13 camps I'm about to list being available. Then we'll be coming out to Phoenix, Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada, Seattle, Washington, Chicago, Illinois, Newark, New Jersey, Birmingham, Alabama, Houston, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Columbus, Ohio, Boise, Idaho, and finishing off the tour in Los Angeles, California. So again, guys, take advantage of those camps being available because they will all sell out. Very first link in that description below. Let's get back to this video. Now this next drill is going to help with speed in general, but also for wide receivers, speed out of their cuts. So I think a lot of receivers struggle with this. Like let's say I'm running like an out route, right? Let's say I got to break this way, quarterback's over here. Let's say I got a DB who's right on my hip and I cut off of my inside foot. What a lot of receivers do is that it's almost like they just cut for the sake of cutting. There's no, I guess, real emphasis to get out of the break with some speed. What I say to my receivers is you want to CTP, cut to push. So I'm here and I cut. I want to push off of that foot as soon as it strikes the ground. And that push needs to have some speed, some explosion to help you separate from a DB. Well, we get separation with the break, but I keep separation with the acceleration out of the break. So this drill works on that. So all you're gonna do is you need a 10-yard space. You're gonna be working 6 reps on the right leg, 6 reps on the left leg. So you're just gonna be here. If you have a white line, it's probably best just because it gives you I guess, a gauge of where to cut in a sense. But if you don't have a white line, not the end of the world. You could use a cone and just line your foot up with these cones, okay? So all you're gonna do is gonna be set, go, jab step with the right foot, trying to keep your toes pointed somewhat forward or slightly outside. Jab step, push, open up this hip and accelerate full speed through that 10-yard mark. So we're just working on pushing off of my cut leg. So I'm gonna show you how this should look full speed. Now this next drill is going to be our up, out, up drill to work on pretty much the same concept of that kneeling drill, that push and explosion that we need out of my cuts as a wide receiver. So you're gonna be doing 8 reps of this, just 8 reps, no specific sets, 8 reps total on the right leg, and then 8 reps where you start on the left leg. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna be standing on your right foot. You're going to jump up as high as you can off of that one foot. As soon as your right foot hits the ground, similar to as soon as your right foot hits the ground on like a cut as a receiver, you're going to push out to this next cone, and these 2 cones are probably about 3 yards away, not crazy far. As soon as your left foot hits, you're going to explode off the left foot up in the air and then stick the landing. So that's how it should look on the right side, and we'll show you that full speed. And then if we were gonna do it on the left side, it's up, push out, back up, and then stick the landing as well. When we stick that landing, very important that your head stays even with your knee and your foot. You're not caving in, because then you're gonna fall in. You're not outside your knee, because then you're gonna fall outside. Just stay in that straight, stacked position. So remember guys, 8 reps on each leg. I'm gonna show you how this should look full speed. Now, something that also helps us speed, you guys, we talked a little bit about foot strike, we talked about explosion, but also your strides, right? When you are running, you want to have a perfect 90-degree stride with your knee obviously driving up. You want to keep your ankle flexed. You don't want your toes facing down. You want to be here, strike the ground ball of the foot, and then push and drive your opposite knee up. So this drill is going to be called switches, and this switch works on that, like I guess you could say hip, because like to be able to get to that 90-degree position, you got to have strong hip flexors, or at least mobile hip flexors. So this drill kind of works on that, and also adding an element of having that proper ball of the foot strike that we need to have. So literally you're going to need a 10-yard space, going 4 sets of 10 yards, and all you're going to do is just going to be here, switch, 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 and notice how I take like 2 hops on my opposite leg. So I'm going to be here, left foot's up, swap, hop, 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 and just switching my knees every single time, staying at that perfect 90 degree with my ankle flexed, not my ankle unflexed with my toes pointed down. So it's going to be 4 sets of 10 yards. I'm going to show you how this should look full speed. Now also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you would like an 8-week daily workout schedule that you can follow in the gym, on the field, and also a 4-week speed development workout plan that you could follow, check out that second link in the description below for our elite wide receiver training package, you guys. It's daily workouts for speed, in the gym specific stuff for wide receivers, and on-field workouts for your route running, press releases, catching, everything. We give you a video example of each drill, and we give you the exact sets and reps to follow. So again, guys, second link in that description below if you're interested. Let's get back to this video.